Guys, deluded, I'm back again now. The World Cup, with the World Cup, it comes every 4 years, and I've been thinking this since the start of it. I've been sitting watching the World Cup, and obviously, if you follow Kick It Out and you follow all these things where people that are from different industries have got to live their dreams or doing their thing at the World Cup or whatever, it got me thinking. It's like deluded would love to be there in 4 years' time. Like, I'd love to do that. Like, what was I doing 4 years ago? And the progress has been mad. Like, in my opinion. So where would life take me 4 years from now? It got me thinking. Like, again, a lot of you. I mean, without sounding big-headed, I'd like to think by now I don't know everything, and I admit I don't know everything. I hate people that in football you can't know everything. Ferguson, Wenger, all of these greats, Pep, all of these greats have got it wrong. So us armchair fans, come on now. But I'd like to think the CV has spoken for itself, the work has spoken for itself. I'm never bigging myself up, I'm never up my own bum, but you see that it speaks for itself. Whether we're talking about Torreira, the typical things with youth players, the typical things that happens on a football pitch with Arsenal. You guys have been there enough. You've seen it in it. Like, without blowing my own trumpet, I am the shit in it, essentially. But I do believe you have to ask yourself difficult questions, difficult questions. And before I get into that, I do understand the statement, work till you no longer have to introduce yourself. And I get it. At first I thought it was a bit of a dickhead thing, but then I thought about it. It's like, alright, cool, I'm out. Because a lot of you lot don't see it in it. You lot see a lot of vids, you see a lot of vids, but what you lot don't see is the research that goes behind it. A lot of these vids are random, are just random vids. I mean, random thoughts. So I'll put my thought down on paper, I'll write down my own thoughts, I'll critique my own thoughts, I'll question my own thoughts, I'll see them thoughts from another piece of paper, another point of view. I'll look online to see if I can include anything else for you guys, and then we get to making the vids and then uploading and things. You lot don't. There's a lot you lot don't see behind it. Like, I'd say, typically it takes an hour to make a vid, in my opinion, maybe more. So you don't see that. You lot don't see the networking. I'm trapping so hard on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Twitter, trying to grab collabs, trying to negotiate, trying to make headwinds, and I've made some progress. And I've got a lot of decent counsel from older heads. Like, I've always had older heads, OGs around me and stuff like that. But I'm the sort of person, I'll listen to advice, but I'll then and I still am. I'll make my own. I'll listen to advice, I'll critique it, and I'll pull it on board. But I'm still gonna make my own decision. Do you get what I'm saying? But lately, I've been a lot of old OGs or older heads in this actual space, or people that work behind the scenes in certain organizations. I've been getting advice of how to maneuver, how to move, because it is a small world, and people are bad mind out here. And when you remember certain channels I've been on, you can see how there's scope for them to blackboard guy. But yeah, there's serious. I also believe you gotta ask yourself serious questions. Like, I believe I'm the shit. Like, I believe I'm the shit. I believe with help. I'm not there yet. I'm like, what? I'm Killian right now. Like, I'm Killian. Like, I'm Killian. I'm Killian when he came through at Monaco. Everybody's like, wow, and all these things. Like, now it's time to do the dirt. Or what I've told you guys before. Wenger went before the Monaco days, them early days there. I also believe you gotta ask yourself serious questions, people. Like, I believe I'm the stuff. Like I said, I believe I've got a lot of potential. If someone gives me a bone, and you can do some great results. In an ideal world, if one of these audiences or people that are in a footballing space reached out to me and said DG woo woo and we could have something great, but it don't work like that. It don't work like that. I've had so much doors shut in my face, and to be honest, I don't envy them. I relish it. Like, I tell you as well, relish no, like, cherish no. We don't like to hear no. We don't, whether you're moving to Gyal, whether you're trying to do something, you don't want to hear no in it. You don't want to hear no. But no builds character. In fact, over the last 18 months, I thank people for saying no, because it means I have to critique myself. It means I have to try harder. It means I have to do something else. Again, I'm not saying it's not frustrating and all these things, but cherish no. Because someone will say, yes, ultimately it's the game. Nobody gives a crap until you make it. And I know there will be a day when all these people I've reached out to eventually, I'm going to tell you, no, I'm going to put my middle finger up in your face. Like, no. But it is what it is. The game is the game. Like, it is. And you've learned to relish it. And when I ask myself serious questions, and I say, DG, for as great as you are for your potential, are you a fractionally close to where you'd like to be off your own back? The answer is no. Do you feel you've put in enough work? I feel the answer is yes, but a part of me feels the answer is no. Because I look at the 10,000 rule. Now, again, there's no way of me being able to quantify the 10,000 rule. For those who don't know, they say 10 hours of practice is anything can make you anything. It's not always the case, because I'm pretty sure I did well over 10,000 hours to be a footballer, but it didn't happen. But if I look at it, I've got what, let's just say 2,000 videos. It's mad, innit? In under like 18 months, 2,000 vids. Let's just say every vid's an hour. Again, my maths is dead, but let's just say it's an hour. So when it gets to 10,000 hours, innit? And we'll see where I am there. It pushes me to want to be better, because the opportunities or what happens is as a result of the way it comes, as a result of what you become. I do believe there's forces telling me to do things differently, in the sense that I talk about what the hell I want. I'm not like you see with a lot of others. They go on other YouTube channels, they ride the clout, they get the buzz off that, and then there's nothing to it. I'm not saying I don't want to do that. I mean, I don't want to be in a lot of these YouTube channels, but because you have to do things you don't want to do to get somewhere or stop being ignorant, I've actually taken you guys' advice and reached out to a lot of thingy YouTubers. For instance, I'm not with the standing up and waiting to answer questions on Arsenal Fan TV, but because so many of you have suggested it and so many people have suggested to go in it, I have to go against my own bias and my own pride or my own ego to a degree and reach out. I've reached out. They're yet to reply. They probably won't reply, but that's an example, and there's no ill feelings. The game is the game, innit? That's the game. There's so many YouTubers at a point when I was starting out, they aired me, and already they're hollering me. And can they get a holler back? No, because that's the game. Like, there's no ill feelings and stuff. That is the game. There's a lot of YouTubers that, again, I don't know if you, I'm pretty sure you guys watch these YouTubers. There's a lot of content to come. I've been liaising with, I've got someone that works as a journalist, so I'm not even gonna trainee journalist or aspiring journalist. For me, he's a journalist because I'm a big boy in this thing, but I'm not gonna put him in it. But we've been talking, and possibly there could be some exciting content coming with certain people and things like that. Again, you guys know I'm about just doing it. I'm not about talking. And to be honest, I think I work better alone. It's random, unrelated to this, but I think I work better alone versus in collabs and stuff, because personally, people, I know the amount of time, effort, and commitment and desire that is desired for something, and the energy levels required. And I know most people don't match that. And I know I'm motivated. So I do my thing. I can't motivate someone. I can't drink water for you. That's personally I can motivate people, but not in this space. So when even friends, when they reach out and say, oh, let's do this podcast and do this, I'm like, yeah, we do this. But I want to see them do this thing first. I'm not going to do the madness for them. Because you know why? Because you need to be consistently motivated. You can't just do this thing sometimes. Like, a lot of people always ask me for advice in YouTube and things like that. And I always think, what? Brother, I have 3,000 subscribers and I love them all, but I have 3,000 subscribers. I barely know what I'm doing. Don't ask me how I do it. I just do it. Like Young Doe said, like, I don't know how I do this thing. I just do it. The game is the game. Should I ultimately have more views? Yes. Should I be in a better place? Yes. Should I can I improve myself? Yes. But it is what it is, man. Like, it's no hard feelings. The game is the game, and the best thing is patience. There's timing. I'm 23. I'd love to see where I am in 4 years from now, or so, or even more. It might even take, like I've told you guys, it might even be to 150. But every day, as long as a brick is being laid, Rome shall be built, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm too wavy not to break this industry. And I swear to God, until my dying breath, this thing will improve. That's the main thing I want. This thing will improve. And I am going to bring certain people from my own circle on this show if they stop acting up and let me Skype them or whatever, however you do a podcast thing. Why am I holding the pen? Big up to Barclays, man. If you lot want to sponsor, man, you know the one there. But yeah, there's nothing more to be said, man. I'm waffling now. Guys, deluded. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out.